Welcome to Cinema Chop Shop. Watch, chop, retrofit.
I mean, there's a degenerate art about it.
Yeah. Everything's art.
I guess I shouldn't say degenerate art, because that's a Nazi thing, isn't it? Yeah. What's up?
Welcome to Cinema Chop Shop. Today we're going to be doing a watch party of the great film classic Garbage Pail Kids.
And we're going to get trashed.
Totally trash. I'm joined, nicknames are back. I'm joined today by Doughy Joey.
Oh, God.
Travellin Travis.
Yeah, well, that's actually my name.
And I'm your host, Shorned Shawn.
Yeah.
And I actually printed out for you guys your actual Garbage Pail
Oh,
Kid
shit, I want to see mine.
that goes with your name. Those are real Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh, real Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm like stuck to a tire.
I'm shaving off my skin.
Oh, shit, dude.
Yeah,
I'm being kneaded by a chick with a baking, a rolling pin.
You're the Pillsbury Joe boy. All right.
Pretty sweet.
So Garbage Pail Kids.
I figured there would be one called Gene Pool you would have found for me.
Gene Pool. That's a good one. They didn't use last names.
They use first names.
Unexplored territory.
First names only. We'll get into the history of Garbage Pail Kids as we move along. But Travis, do you want to give us a little quick? Because I haven't seen this. Joey hasn't seen it.
I didn't know it existed until a few weeks ago when we did an One and Done episode. And Lee, who's another of our semi-regular guests, had such a visceral reaction to this movie that I immediately decided that I needed to see it.
I didn't know about it until this past year either, and went ahead and watched it.
So Lee couldn't make it to this, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna play his audio since we just mentioned him. Lee called in and left me a voicemail, and this is what Lee had to say about the film.
Everybody, I hope you have a great time. I guess I hope you enjoy the film. But let me just say, I can sum up your whole experience in 3 words. Just don't watch. Y'all have fun. Bye.
I would agree with that sentiment. I recently, moments ago, shared my review of this movie. All right, so my review, it was number 105 in the 2023 movie marathon. Exactly the terrible, gross, 80s-soaked, knockoff Henson-style nightmare fuel you would expect. Ripe for a watch party.
And here we are, watch
And
party.
here we are.
Prophetic.
All right, so we're going to fire this thing up, and we're at the start screen, and we'll just give you audio cues as we go so you can sync up with us.
The first roar.
The first roar. So I'm going to hit play right now. 3, 2, 1. We have a black screen. And the MGM lion.
One roar.
Just
now.
roared.
Second roar.
Second roar, yeah. And then cutting edge graphics from Atlantic Releasing Corporation.
Do you think that sound of that lion and that video of that lion are the same, like it was recorded live, or it was a different dubbing of the audio in the video? I wonder that every time I see that.
It is a copyrighted sound, and it was an original lion, and they used that sound throughout the history of MGM.
The Garbage Pail Kids movie.
It starts in space, apparently.
Yeah. Everybody gets their own card. Captain Manzini.
Captain?
That's Anthony Newley. Never heard of him. Mackenzie Aston. That's Sean Astin's brother.
Half-brother.
Half-brother.
And the son of who?
Gomez Adams.
Gomez Adams. John Astin from the original Adams Family.
Valerie Vomit. Wendy Winston.
She just farts music.
Foul Phil. Now, I haven't checked, but I wonder, are these actual Garbage Pail Kids, or did they make some of these up just for the movie?
I think they made them for the characters in the
Don't
movie.
tell me the Garbage Pail Kids come from outer space, y'all.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that they did.
It looks like a giant trash can with rockets.
Yep, there's the lid.
Nat
Nerd.
He looks like
So,
Pat.
what is you guys' experience with actual Garbage Pail Kids? Were you fans? Were you collectors?
I remember them. I was not a collector. I thought they were funny.
I was a huge fan. I was probably about 8th grade when they came out, maybe 7th grade, and my sister was old enough to appreciate the crude humor, so it was something that she and I would buy together.
Okay.
And so that was kind of a shared
Did they come in
experience.
packs like baseball cards?
Well, it's funny you should ask, Travis.
I knew it. I knew it. For those of you at home, Shawn is digging for what I hope is a unopened pack of Garbage Pail Kids.
I have for
cards.
you a vintage 1986 4th series Garbage Pack Kids pack.
Unopened.
Unopened.
Oh, we're gonna open it tonight.
We're going to open it now.
Oh wow! So my experience with Garbage Pail Kids
You're
is
visibly hard, Joey. Stop.
I was fascinated by them. My friend Jamie in particular had, boxes and boxes and boxes of them. My parents were big into not spending money on what they
gum?
thought was bullshit, and that
I
was
wouldn't
bullshit.
eat the gum.
Oh, I would.
Who's got the balls to eat the gum? It's not even discolored, Joey.
Well, we don't know
try it.
we don't know what color it was originally.
It doesn't really work as gum anymore.
All right, so we
It
have
just turns to powder.
It's just candy now.
we have Shaggy Aggie,
Shaggy Aggie. All right.
girl with hairy pits. We have Ruby Cube, somebody being squashed into
Oh
a
my
cube.
goodness. That's some Saw shit.
And then we have Flaky Ray, who's got a dandruff problem, a really bad dandruff problem, and Toothless.
That's great.
It's a baseball player with baseball for teeth.
Yeah.
Big mouthful of baseballs.
I guess a play on Shoeless Joe Jackson.
And Dribblin' Derek, your basketball
Yeah,
card.
that's mine. I want that one.
Okay. Well, I got to check the price guide to see if I could part with them. Apparently, like, the first series are, like, super valuable. Like, if you have, like, the weird, like, the guy on the cover, the Atomic Kid, he had two different names, and apparently one of them has more value than the others.
Because it was like a misprint or something.
I don't know, just rare, less in circulation. But how's that gum?
I ate about a third of it, and it basically it's not functional gum anymore.
No, it doesn't.
It just turns into like vaguely sweet powder.
Yeah. It's like a Smartie.
Kind of, like a really poor quality Smartie.
That doesn't even taste like the original Topps baseball gum either. And this, of course, these are published by the Topps trading card company.
So we've got a diver's helmet here.
I can't help but feel this is like wish fulfillment for like 9-year-old me, because I really wanted to be in the Garbage Pail Kids, and the kind of like said my parents weren't having it. So
Yeah. Those are the devil's cards.
Somebody needs a sports bra.
Hush.
Yeah, she just got a
Hush.
black eye.
I think you fine, honey.
So we're to believe that this kid has run afoul of these two. Oh no!
Oh well.
Rob Lowe, what are you doing here?
And this is how we all dressed in 1986, by the way. Can confirm.
I think I could still rock that black tank top there.
I like the sports coat with the tank top.
Juice is mine. So I got some beers for check-ins. We've already had one.
Are they pure garbage?
The first one was not. It's from Burial Brewing in Asheville, North Carolina. It was
Very nice.
their Profit Maker Dry Hop Pale. And this is another burial. It's called Slough Water, which you would find at a Slough Water at a garbage pit. It's their American Porter with coffee.
Okay.
And the artwork on this one's awesome too.
Yeah, it's like somebody holding a catfish.
Yeah.
Or is he like levitating?
Am I just sheltered? I mean, I grew up in a very hard knocks rural kind of place. So I think if anyone were going to have this, maybe this is an inner city thing or a suburban thing according to 80s movies, but was bullies stealing like your lunch money, was that like as big a thing as 80s movies want us to believe? Because that never happened to me.
In the early 90s, I got held up at knife point for a bag of warheads. Now, that was New Mexico.
In New Mexico. Okay.
Yeah.
I had a few bullies in grade school.
We had bullies, but it was more like, hitting you in the nuts when no one was looking, when you thought you weren't looking, rather than like stealing, organized crime type bullies. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. I didn't run into any of that business.
That's always happens in these movies.
The ingredients for magic? Cultural appropriation.
I don't know who this
Which is
gentleman
also
is.
in Africa, dog.
You guys know who this actor is, but
He's nobody.
okay,
Yeah.
he seems like someone who trained for the stage, the Shakespearean
Of
stage,
course,
and
yeah.
then found himself in a Garbage Pail Kids movie.
This beer's not bad. Good coffee notes on it.
Yeah, I like it.
However, I'm still getting a lot of that Garbage Pail Kids bubblegum flavor cutting through. What? He's a sorcerer.
Okay, so he's a real magician, not like some cheap David
Joke shop.
Blaine. Okay. Just trying to understand the world
Dodger.
building here.
He's not like the what was the magician in Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Crazy Larry.
Yeah, come on down.
This guy's legit. There's a lot of setup for a pretty stupid movie.
I didn't have suburban white kid wearing the dashiki on my bingo card for this movie.
That's also not a dashiki. It's got the same pattern print, but it's like a V-neck.
It's like one you'd buy at the flea market.
Yeah. Yeah. Or on the corner of Irby and Lucas.
Oh, I should mention we were going to be joined tonight by Todd, a.k.a. Odd Todd.
But he pulled out.
That's his Garbage Pail Kid. But he pulled out.
Yeah. Just in time.
You got to keep a lid on it, bro.
Dodger.
As in the Artful Dodger? Let's not split hairs, kid.
Okay, so maybe we missed key plot points while we were opening the Garbage Pail Kids cards, but to repiece it, to put it back together, the Garbage Pail Kids arrived from outer space in a trash can,
Trash can spaceship.
which this guy now has in his oddities shop.
He has a trash
He has
can.
a trash can. We have no proof that it's the trash can.
Sneak a peek at the girlies.
I'm going to look down your shirt. Tangerine.
She's a working girl.
I was about to say, he's Captain Save-A-Ho. That is some blue leopard print if I've ever seen it.
The movie Tangerine is about sex workers and transvestites by the same director as The Florida Project. All shot on an iPhone. He just starts jerking off in the plants. Pulls a real Louis C.K.
Why is he trying to impress her with the shit in the store?
Creepy. Can I smell your hair? It's cool.
My smile is not consent, young man. Keep it.
That was pretty smooth for like a
For a
13-year-old.
12-year-old,
Man,
yeah.
I'm telling you, man. He just gently closed your fingers over it.
What he should have said was, "It's on me."
The pimp principal? Oh, I hate it when somebody shoves my head in their bosom. This is very well choreographed.
I kind of picture the music for this being done in real time with a guy just off camera with a little rolling keyboard.
Oh, he's about to break some ankles.
Ha!
He was completely
Nutmeg.
mystified.
A white person can dribble?
Meanwhile, Tangerine's looking at him like, "You scamp."
Uh-oh.
Tangerine gonna fuck that little kid. Uh-oh. This ain't good.
Yo, it's going to
Teenage
be
Mut-
some sort of like ectoplasm. If it touches
Ooze.
you, it turns you
Ooze.
into a
Teenage
Garbage
Mutant
Pail
Ninja
Kid or
Turtle
something.
Teenage
ooze.
Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 taught me anything. The ooze is bad. That and my urologist.
That's an agonizing shot. Why is that still on camera?
Juicy. His name is Juicy.
And she's Tangerine.
Juicy and Tangerine.
Put him in the sewer. Have you noticed that the girl does all the muscle work in the group?
Mm-hmm. She's the heavy. I'm gonna kick you in the back and knock you out.
Ow, my shoulder blade.
Come on, use some elbow grease.
Get the heavy in there. Let her do it.
Oh, we're turning the wrong way. Oh, shit, you were right.
Oh, wow,
was
it's
totally
it's kind of ahead of its time here. There's,
Yeah.
Gross. You wet yourself.
this guy really needs to work on his one-liners.
His one-liners are terrible.
Oh, come on, Dodger. Have some self-respect and get up.
Maybe he likes it.
Oh, God, here we go. Here's the big reveal.
Alligator butt?
Alligator. Oh, my God.
This is...
The mouth articulation is way off.
it doesn't even sound like the audio is coming from the actors or from the characters.
And here we are, folks.
Yeah, we're just a few minutes in,
I
and
was
we have a
thinking
fart humor.
when we started, how long would it be before we got a fart joke? Not long is the answer.
All right, so the nerdy guy has a GPK on his super suit, which means that they understand their brand. They're self-aware that they are the Garbage Pail Kids.
Dodger seems to be taking this news really, really well.
He's not at all fazed by an anthropomorphized alligator is right there in front of him, and he's cool with it. He's more concerned with keeping the magic shop in order.
All right, so we're talking animatronics here. We're talking little people in suits.
Definitely little
I think
people
a
in
combination,
suits.
combination, yeah. Really?
Oh, they go back.
So is he their keeper?
He's the Willy Wonka to their Oompa Loompa.
Did he keep them all stuffed in that one
Yeah.
garbage can?
It's like the TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside. There's like a whole dimension in there.
Okay, good call.
Sure.
A bottle
get
of
right on
English
that, Uncle.
fog. That better be some really strong gin.
It's an illusion, Michael. Tricks are what horrors do.
This is the montage where we meet all of the various gross. The snail. Oh, that's right. You haven't watched Always Sunny yet.
No. So they're from space.
Yeah.
Yet their cultural references are aligned with our cultural references.
Naturally. He peed himself,
Nat has bladder control issues. Okay.
and he also farts buttons.
I think the buttons are just part of the store.
No, don't do it.
Oh, this is going to pay off. But they're going to tease it and then pay it off in a big way later.
If we're lucky. The alternative is if they just beat it like a dead horse. Do you not understand what a vegetarian
Bitch, I
is?
just said I'm a vegetarian.
Jeez.
This... I was prepared for it to be bad.
So bad.
I was prepared for it. But I'm not prepared for how fucking weird it is, though, man. Like,
That's what I've always heard, is that it's just strange.
Quentin
and now
Tarantino approves.
here comes the controversial foot fetish scene.
As I said, Quentin Tarantino approves.
Like a 12-year-old boy's foot. Oh my god. Oh, whew.
What the fuck?
I bet the people who worked on this filming had to have years of therapy.
Well, a lot of people regretted it. I have some facts.
I'm beginning to regret
Oh,
it.
hit those facts.
Hashtag facts.
Voice actor Jim Cummings is openly ashamed of taking part in this movie.
Which one is he?
Well, let me tell you. This is the first live-action film to feature voice actor Jim Cummings. His next live-action movies were Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Cabin Boy, Small Soldiers, Babe, Pig in the City, Christopher Robin, and Space Jam: A New Legacy. This was his first movie.
He has nowhere to go but up.
Yeah. The life lesson.
My
the
man,
morality.
my man speaks truth, yo. You're spilling all over yourself.
Oh shit! I just spilled. For those of you watching at home, if you want the full experience, pour like a half a tumbler of beer on yourself.
It's suitable for the movie, though. It's okay. So I was telling Travis today that the Garbage Pail Kids' brainchild was Art Spiegelman. And I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Could you elaborate?
Art Spiegelman is the author of the graphic novel
Mouse?
A Survivor's Tale.
Well, he created Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah, he worked for Topps.
The guy who wrote Mouse.
Yes, the Pulitzer Prize
Are you
winning
fucking serious?
graphic novel.
Yeah.
Yes, he created this.
Do you have anything to do with this movie?
No, absolutely not.
Good for him.
In fact, he disavowed it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a fascinating.
Yeah, he was working for Topps, and it was part of their
as an artist.
no, just a writer or creator, art director. The Wacky Packages sticker series. He said, "Let's try this out," and Topps said, "This is good enough to be its own thing," and so they developed it into its own line.
Wacky Packages.
Wacky Packages. That's So yeah, the
You
garbage.
know how juice can get.
So the Garbage Pail Kids has enjoyed many years of being in production. Since '85 is when they were started, but '86 is when they really hit the market. But they have had rebrands and relaunches since
Still going.
2003, 2012. Well, glad you asked. They were part of the Topps company's 2020 blockchain launch. You can
You have Garbage Pail Kids as NFTs.
NFTs,
Oh,
baby.
wow. That was inevitable.
So that's trash on trash.
That's a trash storm.
It's also the very first movie to be based on trading cards or stickers.
Okay. You mean there's not a movie
I think
called
I'm starting
Scratch
to
and
see some
Sniff?
tracers from that gum we ate earlier, you guys.
Oh, are you tripping balls now? I'm loving all these cars in this.
That's a Fiero.
Yeah, it is. I drove a 1986 Toyota Celica when I was in college.
Yesterday?
No, when I was in college, I had an 86 Toyota Celica. And I think I saw one just pass by in the shot before this one.
Wait, does she sell? She has a side gig, like a side hustle selling stripper wear? Is that what's going on here?
That's the way girls dressed back then. That is not stripper wear.
She has some sort of black. Is this Russia? She has black market clothing. What the fuck is going on? Do y'all not have a hot topic in your?
Her side business is called Tangerine Dreams.
Tangerine Dreams.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a lot of scratch in 1986 money.
Yeah, but then her pimp just shows up. Juice shows up and takes all of her.
Oh, you know,
clothing
Juice has
money.
got his fingers in this till. Yeah. She's gonna sell the shirt off her back, y'all.
Excuse me, I've got to go
And
take care of something. I'll be right back.
Young Aston is quite enamored.
Dodger doesn't know how to deal with these feelings quite yet.
His Garbage Pail Kid card says Jack and Aston. Yep, he finished. That was it. That was just how long he needed.
She rolled
that's
up with
about
a
right.
bunch of
For that age,
homemade
that's about right.
clothing and is selling it. Is this what's going on here?
Yeah.
Or maybe she's a reseller. Maybe she gets very cheap garments from Chinatown and then resells them on the black market outside of the strip club.
Nice van, bro. By the way, I still maintain the Twitter account, A Windowless Van.
A windowless van.
Yep.
Oh, I told you.
You told me. I told you.
Get in. So he's put himself in the duffel bag.
You think this band thought that they had hit it big when they landed a song on the
Garbage Pail
on the
Kids movie?
GPK soundtrack?
Probably not. I don't even think I was aware that this movie existed when I was of this age.
No.
And it would have been
Did it
pertinent
have
information.
a big theatrical release? Because I don't remember. I had never heard of it until a few weeks ago.
I think that it probably came out in theaters, but because of the commercial and critical failure of the film, plans for a sequel were scrapped.
There were plans for an animated series at the same time. They had it lined up to go even after this released and flopped. They said, we'll just do an animated series, and then they backed off it because of the parental blowback, which Travis
It was
found
mostly
out.
Tipper Gore.
But you found out something new.
Something today, in fact. There is a Garbage Pail Kids series headed to HBO Max, directed by David Gordon Green and Danny McBride. David Gordon Green, who did Halloween, along with Danny
They
McBride.
did that. Danny McBride worked on that movie with him, right?
Yes.
Yep.
That could go either way.
I
'Cause
think it could go...
if there were a team that you wanted with this source material, that would be it, right?
Or Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
No. I was genuinely shocked to learn a few weeks ago that South Park is still going strong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I watched the new one.
The Panderverse?
Yeah, the Panderverse.
So good.
I thought it was canceled years ago.
No.
I was genuinely shocked to learn that. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man. Okay.
Well, there goes that van. Oh, and of course the tire goes
flies off.
flopping off.
The movie just
How that
missed a
works.
chance to go in a totally different direction there.
We could have killed off this
If
jock.
Juice would have been in that car when it got flattened,
Yeah.
this is a better film. The stakes are immediately raised.
Product placement by Pepsi. You don't think they regret that, do they?
They just said the Pepsi,
Pepsi
generation. Bubblegum.
Bubblegum. We had some of that earlier.
Sitting on a Miller High Life carton, a little case there.
It's the champagne
So-
of beers.
We talked earlier about how I talked earlier about how I wasn't prepared for how weird this movie is. It seems kind of like an outlier. There isn't another movie like this. Like
No.
many movies in this ilk and in this era, especially, were direct knockoffs, like we talked about in an episode recently of each other. This one is kind of singular.
I would put it
I
in the same
just-
categories as like Ewok Adventure.
I would put it in the same category as Masters of the Universe with
Okay.
Dolph Lundgren.
All right.
I was going to
Truly
say its
strange.
closest spiritual kin for me is Killer Clowns.
Okay.
Killer Clowns
Okay.
from Outer Space.
Yeah.
It has that
Do you
same
remember
kind of
when we did that for Scary Movie Night?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
it has that same kind of just really weird special effects and that tone that you don't know quite how to take it.
Right.
Like, is it supposed to be funny? Because it's not funny.
It's not funny at all.
But is it supposed to be edgy and creepy? And I don't know. Killer Clown's obviously a much superior film to this one.
This came out in 89, right?
I believe so.
So we have 3 years after the initial Garbage Pail Kids craze. What took them so long?
I mean, obviously, these amazing special effects.
Yes. Oh, little Michael Jackson reference. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Very timely.
He's moonwalking for no one.
Oh, we get a peek into the home life of Juice and Tangerine.
Because they're married and live together? He'll never see me here.
You think Juice is dead of lung cancer by now?
Maybe.
He died of juice cancer.
Well,
We
don't know if he survives the film, first of all. But
He looks like he could have been Mark Hamill's younger brother.
now, say what you want to about this kid, but we've established he's got some game. That shit when he'd closed her hand over that thing, that was smooth. And he
That was
just
pretty
walked
smooth.
up in her house.
And he's 14.
He's like 14 years old. And he's like, hey, girl.
And he doesn't quit. He doesn't give up. However,
And they bond over their
Fashion sense.
this storyline still has nothing to do with the fucking Garbage
Nope.
Pail
No,
Kids.
no, they are. You're right. They are completely separate from the. They're it's completely off to the side.
And again, like you said,
She closed the door.
there's Diet Pepsi. You got the right one, baby. This kid took it in stride that he's living amongst alien garbage babies.
Yeah.
And he's obviously got his priorities straight. He's
Yeah.
still going to try to mac on this sex worker. Hey, is that a Cabbage
Wait.
Patch thing in the background?
She's a sex worker. Did I miss something?
Well,
Yeah, it's implied. It's
implied,
heavily implied that she's a sex worker and Juice is her pimp.
she's also an aspiring fashion designer.
Mm-hmm.
Much like
Does he make the Garbage Pail Kids his sweatshop?
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, Joey.
I was gonna say
For sure.
Much like I wasn't prepared, or I didn't have what was it on my bingo card earlier. I didn't have him wearing a dashiki. I did not have fashion industry side gig tie-in on my
That wasn't
bingo
on your
card
bingo
either.
card?
No, yeah. I had fart jokes, which we've had 2 by now. I feel like we should have a running count of that. There's been 2 fart
Like
jokes.
the booby count?
I do like that dress she's wearing, though. What you got there, Travis?
Just a regular Sweetwater hazy.
Sweetwater.
I think it's very good for the price.
Can I have a hit of that coffee stout? I didn't get any of that earlier.
Coffee porter.
He does turn them into a sweatshop.
Now he's negotiating with the union.
Oh,
They're going to go on strike.
Oh, by the way, yeah, they've suspended the Screen Actors Guild strike.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over. So let's get the content out, folks.
of course, Wayne Newton in one of his final roles.
Yes. Yes. Joey for the win.
Wow, that was a good one, man. Oh,
And he got a musical
music
number, too.
nice, right on cue, Joey. You're on fire. It's the Union song. I love it.
This sounds like the Kids Bop version of like License to Ill.
Yeah.
That guy's got no butt.
I can sympathize.
He's
Me
cutting
too.
your profile, man.
It's just a nice social message. We can do anything by working together. They went full on Sesame Street here.
I kind of dig the tongue in cheek aspect of it because they are breaking and entering.
Yeah.
And it is the non-union sweatshop. Oh my god, perfect. Now I can appreciate this.
It's a little on the nose.
It's really some subversive subtext in this film. It really is.
They're just stealing shit.
Yes.
They should have gotten Gwar to do the soundtrack.
Oh man, yeah, that would have been perfect. Oh my god, he's pissing again?
Wow. Somebody somewhere has this on vinyl. The
soundtrack.
Yeah.
The soundtrack to the Garbage Pail Kids movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it exists.
Great, more product placement. Yay,
So,
there's Captain
You
Crunch.
put it on right before you peak.
Are there any other narrative entries in the Garbage Pail Kids universe? Are they all just other than this, are they all just
Other
cards?
than this, they're all just cards, except for the upcoming film by David Gordon Green.
If I could talk to Danny McBride and David Gordon Green, I would plead with them to please give us some origin story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like Sean was saying earlier,
They come from
they
a
seem
trash
to
can
come from
space.
an extraterrestrial trash can. But
What else do you need to know?
they are they're all riffs on human tropes in English.
Right.
But what if that is universal?
This is really philosophical film then, if that's...
I mean, I think that there is...
How many gallons of that... I'm sorry. How many gallons of that snot do you think they made for this film?
30.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think that there is a...
News about our friends. What friends?
Oh, this coffee stout is good.
I forgot what I was getting at.
Not suspicious at all.
Gross.
I would like to talk to Mr. Aston about being in this film.
Mm-hmm.
How did he feel interacting with these things?
As the half-brother of Sean Astin.
Yeah.
And the son of John Astin, a.k.a. Gomez Adams. So he actually signed up for this movie without his father's permission.
Ooh.
He signed on and auditioned without telling his father, John Astin. When he was informed and given the script by his son, John thought the script was so bad, he looked into getting Mackenzie out of the film.
What?
Disguises.
It does not change the fact that you're still...
That's like, what, the third or fourth time
Yeah,
that
that's-
guy's pissed his pants for laughs.
And he's Ned the Nerd or whatever his.
So nerds just pee themselves anytime they're
all right. So the one
excited.
character out of the bunch that has like a connection to comic books, he's wearing a superhero outfit. He's got horrible acne.
His thing is he pisses himself.
He has no bladder control. It's like, wow, you really had an opinion.
He should have been called Gordon Golden Showers or something. Golden Showers Gordon.
Gordon Showers.
There you go. Probably would have gone over the head of the heads of the target audience.
That's a human alligator. I'm gonna quit drinking.
That's bullshit. Because if that happened to me,
I would
the first
drink
thing
more.
I would do
Drink
is drink
more.
more. Yeah. What the fuck?
Wow.
Who's this coffee stout again?
It's from Burial. I think they actually came to like a real movie theater, and these people had no idea what was happening.
These poor people.
Their reactions are pretty
Improv
mu-
everywhere,
Yeah,
baby.
exactly. Ahead of their time. Yeah, the fact that they're all wearing trench coats is not at all suspicious.
That guy must be tripping balls because that's not a normal human reaction to what just happened.
What?
Um,
Don't do that and don't say that.
no offense, lady, but
Kim Jong-un just kissed me.
yikes.
Okay, here's another question that we haven't even considered. Why, in the late 80s, is there an audience full of people watching a Three Stooges reel in a theater? What the fuck? Like,
They're doing it ironically.
If they did a Three Stooges like night at one of our local theaters,
I would
totally
go.
Totally
go.
go.
Dude, yes, we would all go. I would be there with you at least.
The toughest bar in the world.
I think if you have to advertise yourself as tough, then
You're probably not that tough.
yeah.
That's like
Would Nicola kick
that's like
your
saying
ass.
that your restaurant is a classy experience.
Like upscale is in the name of your salon. Yeah.
terrible.
Would
And stay
would
out.
love to know what that guy did to get kicked out.
That looks like Danny Bonaducci that threw him out.
Kind of. I was going to say Larry David, a young Larry David.
Ooh, he sounded like Larry David.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Honest reaction, folks. An alligator walks into a bar. Where's the punchline?
He was chomping at the bit.
The bartender says, "Why the long face?"
That's pretty good. Pretty good. Are you trying to roll me?
Lots of foot fetishes.
Oh, yeah,
in this movie.
Tarantino,
There's a
baby.
foot thing in this movie.
Wait, that biker's wearing sandals?
Yeah. As they do. We know all bikers wear sandals because a tribute to Jesus.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Bless you, sir.
Thank you. Now, this released in the same year as Pee-wee's Big... No, sorry. Pee-wee's Big Adventure had already come out.
Yeah.
How much of that did they borrow from this? How much from this did they borrow from that?
How much of this did they borrow from Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Well-
the biker bar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're not gonna sing Tequila.
No. Was that fart joke number 2 or
I think
3?
that's 3.
5. We're up to Fart 5.
Okay.
Fart Force 5.
Drink.
It's a team of farters.
Oh, the peacemaker here.
What the hell? Why the berets?
That's their disguise.
I feel like, you know, the Mandela effect where...
Yeah.
Okay, so do you guys have a memory of the Shaq movie, Shazam?
No,
I've never watched it.
it wasn't a real
It
thing.
doesn't exist, but everyone swears that Shaq was the star
No,
of...
he was in a
Kazam.
different movie called Kazam.
Yeah,
Kazam.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like a mass delusion thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like this is the opposite Mandela effect. I don't think this came out in 1989.
You think it came
Somewhere
out just
along the
now?
way, it got slipped into our timeline
Yes.
from some other alternate timeline.
Yes.
And that explains why none of us were like, I had no memory of it whatsoever.
No, until this year, I did not know about
I
this
didn't know of
movie.
it, like I said, until Lee mentioned it a few weeks ago. I think we have an opposite Mandela effect thing. This has been entered.
It's the
this has
reverse
entered our
Mandela
timeline.
Yeah.
effect.
Yeah.
It's what they call the Nelson effect.
So something happened, and they took the Shaq movie out of our reality and inserted this one instead. That's my
they
theory.
changed the Berenstein Bears to the Berenstein Bears.
I remember it being the Berenstain Bears.
Yeah.
But yeah, people do explain. People do say that that's a Mandela effect thing too.
They're drunk as shit.
Are they getting trash canned?
Here's another thing I wonder whenever I see a phone number in a movie. It's always 555, right?
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
you want to give anybody's actual phone number. How much of a phenomenon is people calling a number that they see in a movie? Like, there's a 555 number
I
on
would
the wall
have.
here.
Like as a 16, 17-year-old, I would have called the number. I used to call the 1-800-HUSX, which will only get you to subscribe to a 900 number. But it was free to call them. We would call them from the public pool, call them from the library,
From a payphone.
on a payphone because it's free. It's 1-800.
Little teenage Travis beating off in a phone booth.
I wasn't even beaten off. It was for the comedy.
If you really want to talk to me, call me at 900-776-6969.
But literally any combination of letters that sound sexy that are seven letters long was a literal phone number you could call.
He just chastised the alligator guy because he's the leader of the group, he says. Mm-hmm. And he needs to be the responsible one.
I mean, they're
I don't
Garbage
know,
Pail
man.
Kids.
The guy's trying to eat everybody's toes is like probably the last one I would call as the leader. I wouldn't have.
Whoa, you
Ned-
just called that shit, dude.
I think Joey's feeling this on a whole different level.
I think Joey might have Mandela affected this movie.
into existence.
I think that happened. Though. I think, yeah, the Shaq movie left our existence, and this one came in. Some sort of rift happened. Lee, I think, maybe is from that reality as well, and that explains why he remembers it. He never heard of his ass until like 3 weeks ago, either, or
Oh no!
Oh, there's toxic waste here.
Nice.
Which way do we go? Sweet. I want to go on that ride at Carowinds.
How did they know that worked? Hey, do you want to come sit in my warm tub?
Wow.
Be a Garbage Pail Kid.
Don't sing it too much. We'll have to pay a licensing fee. Did you just shit in the hot tub?
They both shit simultaneously.
Really black magic.
All right. You have to watch one of these two movies every day for the rest of your life. Are you choosing this or our last watch party, which was
Blackbird?
Michael Flatley's Blackbird?
God, that's a tough question.
Oh, God.
I think I would go with this.
Oh, wow.
Because it's more whimsical.
I think that this one has more secrets to unlock.
Yeah, there's a lot to think about, for sure.
That's a really good question, though, Joey.
This
I
one,
commend you for
there's a
that
small
inquiry.
chance that this one is deep on a level that we're just not hip to. And that if repeated watchings, we would get hip to it.
Well, this
Blackbird
is the
is a piece
seventh
of
time
shit.
I've watched the Garbage Pail Kids movie.
Okay.
So. Politics? Shut up, Snotty McGee.
Wow.
Also, they're all vaguely human except for the alligator one.
Right.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
You tell him, poor man's Dudley Moore.
Yep.
He's totally Mr. Rogering them.
He's putting on his cardigan.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a ad lib. He was tired of those fucking puppets.
That's
fucking with him.
enough. The scene's gone on too long.
That was not a southern accent, by the way. That's the captions just said southern accent. That was not a southern accent.
No, it was not.
Not even close.
Oh my God, this is terrible. The cameraman got the camera on the ground. Oh man. Our mistake. Oh Jesus Christ, why are these security guys like 90 years old?
And why are these motherfuckers not in the home for the ugly shit?
For real, he was scary. Look at those cars, man. Those
The
cars
hatchback?
are epic.
I think I saw a Plymouth Horizon.
Oh, man. There is a real estate home for the ugly. Wow.
This score right now sounds like an AI designed the score for an 80s movie.
Well, it was.
We're going to get more of that uncanny valley.
It sounds like they said, "Here's Axel F from Beverly Hills Cop, and we want you
Take
to
out
make this,
2 bars.
Yeah, make it for this movie."
Do 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 do. He's like, no, Dodger's like, no shit. This thing exists.
Oh wow! Oh no!
More
The
cultural
fuck does that mean?
appropriation.
Dusk falls like the blackbird's wing. It gets dark. Like literally, the aphorism means it gets dark.
Look at that Lincoln Town Car. Yeah.
Man, white people are
You know,
bad at
Tangerine
basketball.
also does not have any like normal clothes.
She looks like she beat up Cyndi Lauper for her wardrobe.
We've got the pewter Indian at the door.
Sean, can you retrieve one of my Oktoberfests for me from the cooler?
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Really?
This sounds like a Lost Billy Ocean classic right here.
It sounds like we're watching a very special Growing Pains episode.
I
just don't understand how the storylines dovetail at all.
Well, the only real crossover thus far is that they're making the clothes.
The garments. Yes.
Yeah. The grad school in me wants to put a Marxist reading on this, and let's analyze how Dodger is exploiting female labor here for his own gains.
But not all of the
Based
Garbage
on,
Pail Kids are female.
Well, he's exploiting the labor of a marginalized class of underlings.
What?
She's working him.
That's molestation.
Dude, that's statutory, man.
Yeah.
She's under 18.
Have you ever heard of a clitoris?
Is that kind of like a penis?
Is that the new model from the Honda?
Baby, we're calling him baby now.
That's a pretty sweet
Man, this
car, though.
motherfucker is for to be 14-year-olds. He is a pimp. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've definitely gotten the new respect. I think that top. That looks nice.
Looks like the Maryland state flag.
It's all a bunch of road construction signs. Wait a minute. Whoa. That's the van that got crushed. That's the van that got crushed. What the fuck?
Yo, Dodger. There he is, yeah.
She's like, what the fuck are those things?
I always wonder when there's voiceover stuff like this. So they do the real dialogue all in real time. I bet there's a couple of days at the end of the shoot where you have to just go back and do shit like, oh yeah, Dodger, there he is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like, what would you call it? Incidental dialogue or?
Oh God, with the toes.
You bet your toes.
She says, show me, and really she means make more clothes. Mm-hmm. I think you're right, Joey. There is a deeper meaning to this movie.
I'm telling you, we could do like a Marxist reading of this.
Yes.
I don't think that we should, but we could.
We're definitely not going to.
Yes, after we drop this episode, I'm pretty sure we'll all forget
In this
all
essay,
of this.
I will. Oh no, we're not doing it like that.
Gross.
It's not like that.
Oh, take the hint.
Because he's got bad breath.
Okay, so while we're getting deep, so this is ostensibly a movie about how we should accept people who are different, the home for the ugly things, terrible and all that, right? Yet their whole identities are made up about their grossness and their differences.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's a double-edged sword.
Discuss.
Joey, I've really enjoyed your TED Talk. 5 stars.
Oh, you're going to steal our labor is what you're going to do. Yeah. Take credit for our labor.
That was a weird voiceover. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Well, they were both talking at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, Tangerine, I thought you was cool, honey.
Whoa.
She wants him to be interested in things downstairs. So I think she is cool.
Cross my
Her
heart.
downtown
That's your titty, not your heart.
her downtown business district needs attention.
Okay, so we kind of had her set up to be Juice, the victim of Juice. She's oppressed by Juice.
Yeah.
Making her way in the world. But now she's just going to exploit
Yep.
Now she's the
Garbage Pail
slumlord.
Kids
Yeah.
for their labor.
She's Phil Knight from Nike.
It's all in the air.
I pitched the idea of a sequel we're 40 years in the future. She runs a sweatshop. It's probably in Singapore or somewhere.
Yeah.
And all of the labor is provided by grotesque Garbage Pail Kids. 4 or 5?
6.
6.
Are we on fart jokes or
Yeah.
pee jokes?
6 for the farts.
I think we're going to get a full-on turd before it's over.
There we
Oh,
go.
God. Okay. So, piss in your pants jokes and
Okay.
fart jokes are running neck and neck.
Hey, Travis, remember the Gremlins episode? We were talking about the filler of the Gremlins playing cards at the bar?
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm a few behind, so I haven't listened to you guys with the Gremlins episode yet. But do you get into the controversial opinion, which I hold, that Gremlins 2 is as good, if not better, than Gremlins?
We did not get into that.
I think that it's
More
Okay.
entertaining. I'm not
don't
saying it's a
know.
better movie. It's more entertaining.
it's more entertaining for sure. It's like Equalizer 2
They
versus
talk.
Equalizer 3.
There's the Dolly Parton looking gremlin.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, calm down.
What can we do?
Since when can weathermen predict the weather, Marty? Not so subtly veiled threats.
If you pink out on us,
Meaning,
Is
if
that
you're
like
gonna be
a
commie-
homophobic thing, or is that a commie thing?
Yeah,
Like
pinko.
wow, Joey, your theory is starting to really gain traction.
But you'd think that the proletariat here would be on the
Right.
pinko side, but
Look at that cool car.
as so often happens, they're voting against their self-interests, I guess.
Nice little puppies.
Wow. I would read a book about the making of this film. What the-
It's called What the Fuck?
what is this? What make and model
Okay.
is this car? Is this a...
All right, I need to point out that all of the license plates are Pennsylvania. So we're in the
I think
state of
that's a
Pennsylvania.
Citron.
Citroen.
It's like a knockoff of the Bug. Or the
So
Beetle.
this whole movie takes place in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
The Keystone State.
No Amish country jokes at all? Come on.
I'd like to see a Venn diagram of Phillies fans and Garbage Pail Kids movie enthusiasts.
So Tangerine's
But I'm just
fashions,
still bitter about the MLB playoffs.
Yeah,
so.
right. Tangerine's fashions for the beautiful, her sign said.
Oh.
So clearly,
made by the non-beautiful.
yes, weird.
I
I'm
will
telling
say-
y'all, there's
I
some
will say
subtext
that-
here.
Yes. I will say that considering that she's supposed to be the female lead and she's supposed to be the attractive woman in this movie, she's wearing like a B cup.
yes, which is unusual for this time of
Yeah.
late 80s. Yeah.
Okay, there's
He
a
only
whole
eats eyeballs.
But where do those eyeballs come from?
Oh yeah,
Whose eyeballs are those?
they're still fresh. So
She's using you.
Dodger.
wise up, Dodger.
He's 14 though. Like that sounds like magic to his ears.
Little Dodger's telling him what to do.
Can you imagine a hot older lady
He
being
got
like,
it bad,
"You
got
are
it
the
bad,
shit"?
got it bad. He half a tangerine. Ho, ho, ho.
Did you know that Sting was actually a teacher before he became a musician? And that's what he based that song on?
What song are we talking about?
Hot
Because I
for
was
Teacher. Got it bad, got it bad.
That's
got
Van
it bad.
Halen.
Van Halen.
Oh, okay. Well,
You're thinking about Don't Stand So Close to Me.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's one of those songs that when you hear it for years and then when you finally like hear it and you
Yeah.
listen to the lyrics, you're like, oh shit.
When you literally have to tell a student not to stand so close to you.
Man, Tangerine has really have a character development arc here too,
Yeah.
because she started out as the victim. She started out as
Now she's
Now
become.
she's like the mastermind.
she's the oppressor. I
She's mad with
full on
power,
oppressing
yeah.
them, yeah.
Just show you one
This,
titty.
I think this movie is better than we think it is.
One nipple.
Why are they dressed like that?
They're dressed as clowns to go out. Remember?
Oh God!
You're missing.
Don't you remember,
You're missing key
Sean?
plot points here.
I'm not paying attention.
Somehow dressing up like clowns would make it less obvious that they were grotesque human caricatures. I don't know.
McBundy's.
McBundy's.
Which is all she cares
I
about.
don't have to sell my soul. He's already in me.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Wow, she's got her own storefront and everything.
And we only have 2 hours left in this movie, guys.
Awesome. Okay.
Homegirl's making stuff happen though. Like this is like it was like an act ago that she was rolling up outside the strip club and
Yeah.
selling
Yeah.
like
That's the same
stripper
duffel
gear
bag.
to strippers
Yep.
on the black market, and now she has a brick and mortar storefront.
Do you say Rick and Morty storefront?
Business loans were fast and loose back in the 80s, man. Threes and nines are wild.
Wayne Newton's gonna cut a bitch. That's
Oh.
7.
8?
I feel like you're adding a couple every time.
Well, just... Really? Nice.
If y'all
nice
are not
top
watching
there, bro.
with the captions on, he did say "son of a witch," not "son of a bitch."
I'm glad they got their friend Guido to leave the gay bar to come join them on this rough up.
Harold Ramis had a lot of things to do, but he showed up.
What'd she gas him with?
Pure ether.
It looked like a soap pump.
Oh god! Did anyone actually wear shit like that?
Yeah, man.
Fishnet,
Clearly.
wife beater. Was that a thing? Did anyone actually wear that, or was that
Like, but I think it's probably more like 1986, 87. This is why I was asking, like, why did it take them so long to release this movie? Because the fashion is very much an earmark of like the breakdancing era.
It was a long production schedule.
Well, was it a long production, or was it so hopelessly out of time?
Did they just run out of money,
Or
they just
as
sat on the shelf?
I suspect,
Yeah,
did this somehow get imported from another reality?
You talking about multiple
That's
realities?
what I think happened. I'm telling you.
everybody's over the multiverse, man.
People only like import it to breathe life into a sad franchise.
I'm looking at you, Kathleen Kennedy.
Tinsel.
Well, they knew about the phrase 86.
So, having worked in restaurants, I know what 86 is.
Yeah.
What is the
Seems like a
etymology
lot.
of that? Where did it come
Plenty.
Like, why did the number
All
86
day.
come?
All day is 86. Opposite. So 86 means we don't have any of it.
Yeah, we're out of
All
that.
day is we have all of
We
it.
have too much.
Yeah, but why is it 86 and not 72 or 48?
No one knows.
Well, she was starving herself.
I think Dodger might be starting to realize that his love interest is a greedy capitalist pig oppressor.
Conniving cunt.
Every once in
Sorry.
a while, he begins to stop thinking with his dick. Bounty money.
Okay,
Wow.
I don't know if this is going to happen, but here's how I would write it. Juice and Tangerine and these two largely unnamed henchmen
Yeah.
all get somehow transformed into Garbage Pail Kids
Or
and then end up in the house
transported
for the ugly.
To the world of the Garbage Pail Kids.
Too old, too
They're
bald.
regular humans, and they're transported to the Garbage Pail Kids planet.
I felt like too bald here. A couple of weeks ago, I went to Lynch's River for the weekend and stayed at the cabins.
Yeah.
And there's video of me climbing the climbing wall.
Yeah.
And that's how I realized that I'm going bald in the back.
I want to point out that all the people in the cages, they went to the expense of giving them their own signs.
Too fat, too skinny, too bald, too weird.
So clearly they have a discretionary budget for production and printing.
Too gross.
They're all just lumped into a too gross category. Too hairy. Chicks like hair.
Too
dig it.
crippled.
Too silly.
Too crippled. Wow.
I got the flow to make a cripple do a cartwheel.
Hey.
Oh, wow. And
Nine
piss jokes
times.
just overtook fart jokes.
Just spray him with that ether thing they had.
They're going to crush him.
Does not make sense.
It's like a World War II allegory of the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the people who were harmed in the Holocaust.
Really? Because what the fuck happened in the laboratory? This is better. Jesus God, this is a fucking hellscape. What was
is
the
the
laboratory
worst.
like?
They like to hurt people.
Lightning crashes, a new mother cries.
First CD I ever bought.
Live?
Really?
Live throwing copper. Yes.
Every now and then, I'm struck with a reminder that Travis is much younger than us.
I mean, I'm 43.
First CD I ever bought, CDs. I bought 3 of them at the same time, and they were the Ghetto Boys. The one with Mom Playing Tricks on Me. Skid Row's Slave to the Grind. And I think like a Jimi Hendrix Greatest Hits, maybe, or
Nice.
something like that.
So, having gone to Clemson University, you are aware of Seneca. And the Applewood Shopping Center had a little store that sold
I worked at the
UCD.
Winn-Dixie in the Applewood Shopping
Okay,
Center.
so you know about the store that sold used CDs. That's where I got my first CD from.
Oh my God! Look. First of all, Mackenzie was wearing a sparkly sport jacket with a sparkly bow
I
tie.
didn't really notice, but homegirl thick back there with the.
Yes, she is thick as a brick.
And you wise men don't know how it feels.
So my first CD was the Happy Mondays, Pills and Thrills and Bellyaches, part of the Manchester Renaissance.
Nobody knows what that is.
I do, but wow, you're cooler than me, I guess. Yeah, I'm over here rocking Skid Row and the Ghetto Boys.
My first cassette tape, Men at Work, Business as Usual.
Ooh, mine was the Oak Ridge Boys, the one with Elvira. My heart's on fire.
I remember mine, but it was a dubbed tape. It was a dupe.
Yeah.
But it was... oh my gosh. I'll remember. Give me a minute. I'll remember.
All right, so Dudley Moore is getting
CNC
thrown out.
Music Factory.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, CNC Music Factory.
Yeah, Dudley
But
got
you're
dumped
not
out of the
quite
Home for the
ugly
Ugly.
enough.
Yep. I mean, Mackenzie Aston looks like he's like Doug Henning's assistant at a magic show.
So,
You can see a little bit of resemblance, though.
Obviously, he was the less successful of the two
Right.
Aston brothers, but was he in other things?
Yeah.
Probably. Like, there's some, like, softcore porn you can look up.
I don't think that's my bag, really.
No, there's something else. I think he was like in one of those kids' adventure type movies. McBundy's.
Okay, so in what universe, again, this is not from our universe, clearly, it came from somewhere else. In what universe do they have, like, catwalk style fashion openings for, like, fucking McBundy's? You know what I mean? Like, this is like JCPenney at best, right?
So Mackenzie Aston was in the long-running TBS show The Magicians.
Never heard of it.
It's actually pretty decent. I watched some of that.
He was in The Facts of Life. He was Andy. It's like a
In
kid.
Facts of Life?
Yeah, kid actor. Yeah.
Well, shit. I changed my
Goods,
mind. He's
take the
very
bags,
accomplished.
Take them both, and there you have.
He was in that reboot of
They're
Fantasy
a
Island.
little flashy.
He was in Fantasy Island, that new Fantasy Island reboot. No, he's still.
Why is he wearing like a Chippendales suit?
I told you,
What the
man.
fuck,
He looks
man?
like a mad magician's
I'm
assistant.
uncomfortable. And so he just rolled up in the bar, guys. I need your help, and then they all.
I told you.
Roll.
Borrowed heavily from Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Paul Rubens.
Rest in peace, Paul.
His final film role is in Quiz Lady. If you haven't watched Quiz
Oh,
Lady,
okay.
check it out.
He was very active doing cameos towards the end there.
Do you mean cameos in films or cameo the thing where you can get celebrities to pander to you?
The latter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or cameo the '80s funk band.
Word up. I saw a TikTok of somebody a woman who went as the lead singer from Cameo for Halloween.
Nice.
It was epic. Only 2 more hours to go, folks. 2 more hours to go on this marathon movie. Do you think that actor stole that costume after the shoot?
I would have.
100%.
I love how
They're alive.
I love how he walked in looking up, like, where are they? And they're right in front of him.
Oh, you're in my line of sight.
And they're calling to him the whole time.
I love how he doesn't give a shit about Santa Claus or any. Oh, he pulled the Dusty Rhodes like a Bill the Butcher fireball to the face. Oh, here we go.
I'm glad Ronald McDonald gets released.
What was the clown's sign say? Too creepy?
Silly.
Oh, should have been too creepy.
He just pees on her.
And
Nope,
fart
fart.
jokes overtook the lead from pee jokes. Still waiting for a full-on turd to show up on screen.
Well, that was at the beginning of the movie when Mackenzie was covered in sewage.
The movie itself
is a
is
turd.
a full-on turd. Five.
What the fuck is he wearing?
I'm telling you, man. He's going to saw a lady in half later.
Oh my god. This is a steaming pile of...
Oh, come on. What happened to your social
Well,
commentary
I think
about
I
class
think
warfare?
that it does have all of that subtext about Marxism and class warfare. It does. It is, however, also a steaming pile of shit.
Now, do you take back wanting this to be your only movie you watch every day for the rest of your life?
I still think I would rather watch it than Blackbird every day.
Peter
Blackbird.
Dinklage.
All day. Fuck him.
I think that I would see Michael Flatley.
Did he just say that all the other Garbage Pail Kids were crushed?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he said. We were too late. Remember the garbage truck?
They just
We
got
were
rid
too
of
late.
like half of them?
I think they're talking about the ones that weren't in the movie. They're essentially saying, why weren't there more Garbage Pail Kids in the movie?
well,
because they were all crushed
Well,
by
kids,
the
our
garbage
budget
man.
is what it is. I hope those two actors that probably had to pull these characters out of the window like 25 times for different takes.
Yeah.
I hope they were just tripping balls on the set.
Like Trey Parker and Matt Stone at the Oscars.
Yes. Home for the ugly. Blow it up, guys.
No, didn't you hear a bunch of us were killed horribly?
Detonate.
Did I miss him like building so much rapport with the bikers at the bar that he could just go in there and tell them he needed help?
I
and
really
they'd
don't
rush?
remember him
pure
being at the
charisma.
bar. Yeah.
Pure charisma. If you have time, I can teach you about it.
I probably will come in handy.
He walked in with big Rudy energy. He learned it from his half brother.
Oh, I got you there. I was wondering. I was searching for what Rudy you were talking about, but
There's only one, you Rudy.
That's a lot of shaggy mullets in that crowd. Hi, everybody. Hey. Hi. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go. I got things to do. Wow. Indeed.
Uh-oh.
The border.
what? He's a high-level drug dealer now.
That or he's like moving fashion across the border. This movie's too hard to follow. The
It's a
plot
mess.
is so intricate. Hey, I bet you they gross out the audience with farts and piss.
Someone's going to get peed on. So far, it's all falling on the floor, but someone's going to get peed on before this is all over.
I
hope it's juice.
I can safely say, even though the movie's not over, that this movie definitely falls short of capitalizing on the appeal of Garbage Pail Kids. The shock factor of Garbage Pail Kids, the gross out factor, even above and beyond piss and fart jokes, this movie completely misses the boat. Like all the things,
some of their stuff's kind of macabre.
Very much so. One of the Dead Ned, I think, is one of the ones where the guy was so just gory looking.
The one that sticks out in my memory is Hygiene.
Vomit.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he's like shaving. He's shaving, but like he's shaving the skin off his face.
Yeah.
Casual sexual assault here.
Yeah. What's a little rape among Garbage Pail Kids?
They're seizing the means of production.
Get up. I love that Tough Gal is still just holding strong through the whole thing. She's not having any of this nonsense. Fucking alligator's losing his shit over all the toes he's seeing. Nice acting, by the way. Push.
I think that there are many, many low points, many nadirs, if you will, of Western culture.
That was one.
This is one of them, though.
What if that scene was...
What is it compared to tater tots?
I love tater tots.
Travis is opening up old wounds here. I'm anti-tater tot.
What if that whole scene was topless, though? Would that have made it better?
Would that elevate it, or would it sink it further into the mire?
It just would have made it more entertaining.
The obligatory Clint Eastwood
Wow.
Dirty Harry reference.
Why don't we have a whole bunch of Arnold Schwarzenegger puns?
Finally
you
paid
called
off.
it.
It's like Chekhov's gun. You know,
You
Chekhov
called it,
said
yeah.
if there's a gun
Yeah.
hanging on the
Yep.
wall in the first act, it better be fired. And Valerie Vomit finally got her moment.
Oh, wow. He tried to take down the pimp. I got to give him props for going in hard, but...
Come on.
that shot.
It was like that shot in Blackbird where the the one that you pointed out where
The girl laughing in the background.
Yeah.
She actually looks kind of like her.
Get up.
Oh, they pull the old high and low.
Yep. Well, now we're into full-on wrestling
I
moves.
feel like the actors here came from the midget wrestling circuit, maybe.
Totally.
All right. Not Sean Astin.
It's called micro wrestling now.
Don't cry. Don't cry.
Punch him one more time. Fuck that motherfucker.
Come on, kick him in the face.
He's not worth it.
Oh, he's worth it. He's a piece of shit.
Right?
Agreed.
That same hatchback parked in the same spot. I've realized my error of my ways, Dodger. I want you to put your hand up my
Sorry
skirt.
about exploiting your friends for my own financial gains.
Everything's fine.
You want to come home and let me statutarize you?
He should do that thing where he goes to shake her hand and then smooths his hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I'm not down for friends, baby. Dodger don't do friends, yo.
I don't like friends who are capitalist pigs.
Or he
Oh, shit!
snap.
Oh shit!
he just goes to motorboat and then he just like makes a fart noise.
Wow, I just got dissed by a 14-year-old.
What is
You need to reevaluate
What is the
your situation.
the actress who played Tangerine? What's her IMDb look like?
Oh, well, I'll take a look as we're wrapping up this fine, fine film.
No, there's still at least 2 hours left.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Sorry, folks. 1 hour left.
That what now?
You mean the trash can?
Oh, this is a backmasking things.
Oh, God. She's Mexican-American, born in 1972. So she's only a year older than Mackenzie Aston, by the way.
Really?
82, did you say?
Huh?
72.
72.
72.
Yeah, she was 6 when she made this movie.
Yeah.
Well, she's enjoyed her career in some Latino films. She was in Chicago Fire. She is in Saw 10.
He just came.
Comeback.
Travis, she's in the new Saw movie.
Haven't watched it.
I won't watch
Probably won't. What?
What?
it. She's in a film.
Do tell now.
She's in a film called The Blexicans.
Oh, I was just talking out my ass when I said that.
Yep. Nothing remarkable for her. Seriously, there's a guy on set just making music as they go along.
Where the hell are you going?
Yeah, what's
I
the
thought you were going back to the trash can.
what's the resolution?
I feel like
They're just going to live amongst us? You don't want to go back to your planet?
Your trash can life?
What the fuck, man?
we should hurry now because our mom's probably already waiting in the parking lot to pick us up after the movie.
So, final thoughts, guys.
Pretty
It
terrible.
was a little painful.
It's pretty terrible.
There's no denying that it is an awful, awful film.
But there are some subtexts that maybe they didn't fully resolve.
Or understand.
Yeah.
I liked the whole capitalist angle. That was something to grab
the
onto.
sweatshop thing.
But again, that whole plot line goes completely counter to the whole. Why are the Garbage Pail Kids even here?
Yeah.
How are they amongst us? It just does not make any sense.
I feel like they really missed an opportunity to explore the origins of the Garbage Pail Kids as well.
Well, maybe
they
this,
the movie seems to
David
take
Gor-
them as a given.
David Gordon Green and Danny McBride series.
One
will
can only hope. Okay,
delve
listen. This
into
is
that.
Beat Farmers. That's a real band.
ELO.
What ELO's on the soundtrack?
Yeah, the first thing, yeah.
Jeez. Wow.
Available MCA Curb original soundtrack.
I will find you all a copy.
I want mine on cassette.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. Wow. So that was it.
That is beyond just being bad. It was one of the most singularly fucking weird movies that I have seen.
Weird.
Not in a good way necessarily, but
No.
nonetheless.
Well, that's Garbage Pail Kids. Hope you enjoyed watching it and listening along, or just listening to us talk, and you have no visual context whatsoever.
Do you have any plugs?
Well, next week's episode is coming up, and
This is the noir thing.
we're going to celebrate Noirvember.
I will not be there for that.
Sorry about that, but yeah, we're going to focus on one of mine and Joey's favorite noir actors, Laird Krieger.
Laird Krieger.
A great story behind him, a very short-lived career, and some really cool movies.
Yeah, he was only active for 5 years, but he
5
has like
years.
16 or 17 movies, at least
not
2 or
terrible.
3 of which he carries. You know, he's
Yeah.
the star.
So yeah, we're going to come back next week for an episode just so we can get some noir in there. Have you watched the animated series Scavenger's Requiem or whatever it's called that's on
I
HBO?
have not, but I've heard good things.
Oh my God, I got sucked right in. You talk about efficient storytelling,
Yeah.
an expectation that the audience can keep up with your storytelling through a visual medium without over-explaining things. Oh, chef's kiss. I mean, it's really good. And the music's fantastic. Ambient music is really cool. Very excited to finish watching that whole first season.
Check that out.
Joey?
Joey?
Oh, I'm getting hair plugs.
Okay.
For real?
No, I jest. But I did just, as I told you guys,
regular hair.
I saw a picture of myself from the back
see.
as I was
Let me
doing
see
a
that.
climbing wall.
You don't.
And I
You still
realized
have
that
hair
I'm
on the
going
back of
bald.
your head.
Can we see about getting us a sponsorship from Keeps? Keeps.com for men.
For hymns, I'll take that some
Yeah,
for
that-
hymns
that
money.
thing, yeah, that whole
That's
business.
just voter pills.
They
I don't
do it
need
all.
those yet, but I'll stockpile some. I mean, who knows? You know?
Travis, you got any plugs?
Yeah, man. I'm going to plug Taqueria Jennifer out at the
Fuck
It's
yeah.
Hennifer.
Florence Flea Market. Taqueria Jennifer. We had some tamales
Yes,
last
we
Sunday
did.
that were bomb ass.
They were so
I finally
good.
ate the rest of them.
So it's at the flea market.
It's at the flea market now.
They
yeah.
got some bomb ass produce over
Yeah,
there
they
at
do.
the Mexican stall at the flea market.
Yeah, it's right there. Go check it out. Get yourself some authentic comida mexicana. And what else?
That's it, man. You can't spell November without summer, apparently, because it's been like 85 degrees all week.
Yeah, we live in Florence, South Carolina, and it's the middle of November.
Yeah, but summer here is not 85; it's 100.
105.
So this is
We're cooling down.
All right.
Follow Cinema Chop Shop on all of your social media.
Yeah, check us out.
And please remember to
Watch, chop, retrofit. And that's gonna be a wrap and throw it in the can.
How long was that movie?